Welcome to GrowTech. This is a place where masters gather to transform the ordinary into masterpieces. And today, I welcome you to the Green Comeback Farm because our conversation is going to be on NI, but let us enjoy nature, let's appreciate nature as we appreciate what artificial intelligence is doing in the education sector. Our focus today is going to be on students. And I just want to thank you for tuning in to this channel, for watching it. And if you've not subscribed, I'll ask you to subscribe at this moment. Tell me what you're thinking, and finally, I'll see them and I'll respond to them. What is it that I want to talk about with regard to AI and classroom experience? I want to focus on students who are supposed to be taught in a class and who are supposed to be learning, and who our education sometimes has failed to give them the best. There are many gaps within the education sector which artificial intelligence can fill. And one of them is with regard to the student-teacher ratio. In many countries, including Kenya, where I come from, we have classes that are so congested, and the number of teachers training and guiding students in these classes are few. This leads to students training, and there's little one-on-one contract between the teacher and the student, in which this learner ends up being the loser. I believe artificial intelligence is not only going to help these students learn better, but is also going to make the work of our teachers to be manageable and to be at a level where each student can benefit effectively from what the teacher can provide. How can we benefit from this tool? This same teacher who is facing a class that is crowded and teaching a subject that many students have come to learn, have a chance of getting some of these students, get a direct attention from another teacher teaching the same subject who at that moment may not have been employed. I'm linking this to the fact that there are many teachers who have not gotten employment, are not teachers, and yet they can make students learn, or they can access the students who are overcrowding our classes. AI is making it easy because we live in the era of internet. And in the era of internet, the work of a teacher is supposed to be focused on what the machine cannot do. And therefore, as we move to a point where a teacher is supposed to focus on improving the welfare of the students with regard to helping them understand the circumstances under which the context of information is being shared, and building on the information that they already know, many of these students who cannot access the teacher and comfortably learn can get an option in the same school and have another teacher coach them out of the session that they're having the teacher. This will make these students that are straining to have access to quality education, to have better results, and this not only benefit the student but also the nation that is trying to build its workforce. Another area in which artificial intelligence can help improve our education sector is with regard to e-learning. Many people today have accessed, or they have graduated not because they have physically gone to a university or a college, but because they were able to do their studies remotely. Computer and internet played a good role with regard to helping this become a reality. But in the age of AI, I don't think that the same people should resist artificial intelligence on the basis of losing jobs, but I want to look at it differently. And this is how I look at this. I look at this conversation. If a teacher gives a student an assignment, what should be the focus of the assignment? I think if a teacher is not just going to check on the content that is written, but how the content that has been generated and the process in which this information has been generated, then artificial intelligence can be a better tool with regard to improving how e-learning has been done all over. Some of the writings that is done today may not necessarily mean that the student does not know anything, but I think the aspects that leads to creativity that is not related with writing should be left to the AI. If a student is going to write a sketch and the sketch can be improved, who was creative in this way? Was it the student or was it the AI? If concepts have been brought by the student, but they has been improved by AI, I believe the teacher gets to measure the quality of the information that has been generated rather than looking at the essay itself with the structure in the words that have been used. Additionally, there are various variables within education and students are not the same. There are students who are good in graphics. There are students who can draw charts and they can use the current tools that we have to draw this chart and present the information. But AI is a tool that can help this be done better. If a student has presented his notes, have written an essay, but wants to use graphics, why should we deny this student a chance to use AI to develop graphics from the essay he has written to make a presentation that is going to be more appealing, that is going to be more convincing, and is going to even look better? AI should be accepted and be adopted as a way of improving the kind of work that students are doing, so that we look at our current students, we look at the level in which learning is done today, not on the face of information that is being given, but on the quality and the substance of the information that is being shared by the students. On this ground, I think that students should be allowed to use AI to improve on the information that they have, to challenge their thoughts, and also to get to understand the current tools that are being used and to implement them. That leads me to the next argument, and that is students by use of artificial intelligence can now get to share and to interact with their colleagues on a level that is different. Initially, we'll interact with the students and our colleagues with regard to seeking the information. But I think in the era of AI, we should allow students to source information and to share them in a group and to see the different information they have come up with using the various tools that they have. Let us accept it, that artificial intelligence is here with us already, and to tell our students that they cannot use it is to deny a generation the tools that they should be using at that time. When the era came of computers, it would have been very unfair for us to say that the students should not use computers because we've used a lot of resources to build libraries, and therefore the internet and the computer should be set aside, not to be used by students. We all embrace the computer and internet. Why should we resist artificial intelligence? We should seek ways in which we can integrate artificial intelligence in the learning structures that we have today. Let us ask ourselves the gaps that exist within education and fill them through artificial intelligence. As students meet in a group to discuss, they'll be sharing the information they've sourced, even if it's in AI. And as they sit and ask themselves what they've come up with, they'll get that the artificial intelligence, when artificial intelligence says that information they have shared is not true. Now, these students, as they sit together and check and verify the information they have received from artificial intelligence, then they will come up with a better and a true information and findings that can be used that can be used academically. I therefore stand and support the use of artificial intelligence with regard to information, because the information that we have today is on the click. But we have to have human beings challenge the information that artificial intelligence is using. Lastly, artificial intelligence cannot exist without information provided to it. As students use artificial intelligence, they also feed artificial intelligence with information that artificial intelligence will use to advance and to improve on the information they are giving. I want to see a time where we shall reach and say the generation that existed today fed artificial intelligence with information to an extent that artificial intelligence can confidently say that it is not giving information that could be untrue, but rather it has benefited enough from our challenges, we criticizing the information that it is giving and feeding it with verifiable information that can help it improve. And finally, as humanity, we can agree and say that we did our best at this time. We used the tool that was existing and was available and we improved it. Many kids are growing today. They are using their parents ask ChatGPT various questions that maybe they themselves should know. But as these children grow, should they go to a school where a teacher is not allowing them to use artificial intelligence, yet at home their parents are using them? We need to accept and allow our students to use artificial intelligence because their parents and their associates are using these tools to improve their own lives. And so we too, as we interact with our students, as we meet our students in classes, let us tell them that this tool is here to support us and let us support them and teach them how to use it. For the teachers, let us model it. It is a chance for us to adapt. It is a chance for us to know how we are going to guide our children, our students, to better use artificial intelligence, such that by the time they are adults as we shall have given them a platform, a foundation to make artificial intelligence work best for us and not eliminate us. I therefore conclude by saying artificial intelligence has a great place for us today. We should not resist it. We should embrace it because it can help us solve the problem of class congestion. It can also help us to improve the quality of information and presentation of the information that we give it. And finally, it is also going to help us to live in the time that we live. Resisting AI is resisting a tool that is here to benefit us all. I want to thank you for watching this video, and in the next segment we shall continue this conversation and see how artificial intelligence is still going to advance our education sector and make it even better. Until then, take care of yourself. A nice time.